time to get deep. Now, listening to this podcast for a while, you're like, Ben, I thought we've been pretty deep already. How much deeper can we go? Well, we're going to dive into a question that's a little bit tricky and a little bit insecure. And that question is, are you making a difference? Do you want to know you're making an impact as a dad? If you've been listening to the podcast for a long time, you know that my origin story was born out of a midlife crisis and wondering, am I going to die and no one's going to care that I was here? This weird thought of, is anybody going to show up at my funeral and actually say like, man, I'm really glad Ben was here? When I turned 30, my world was completely the opposite of what it is today. I did not have people in my life. I did not have strong friends. And I was a skeleton for my life. Looked normal on the outside, but man, was I empty on the inside. I did not know how to be me. This idea of being me was someone that I had never tried to be. I was always trying to be someone else that everybody else wanted to be. I want to contrast two people. The Ben in 2015. The Ben in 2015 had all the boxes checked. I had a house. I was married. 2 kids. All under 3. I had recently just dropped out of college. I was depressed. I had no idea where I was going in life. I was feeling like the walls of life were closing in, and I was living in a cycle of denial and bad thoughts. No idea what was going to come next or how to create it. I was the lone wolf trying to push my way through. That man was the man that decided to grow, that decided, I want to make an impact. I want to do more. Now let me describe who I am today. I create amazing adventures with my kids at the most simplistic level. Some really complicated ones, but at the core, they are some of the simplest adventures that you can do out there. I have created time freedom to be the dad that I want to be. I have a sense of confidence in who I am that I never had before. I am proud to create a legacy that I am proud to pass on. A professional speaker, coach, and podcaster talking about his mission, his life, and being able to help you guys out get through yours. I'm on a mission to help dads create a lasting legacy of change, get through that generational trauma, and redefine the definition of living. To go back to my old self in 2015 and tell him, this is how life is supposed to be. This is how you can start living. And this is the blueprint to do it. That's essentially what I've built everything out of. The contrast between 2015 and 2022 is exactly what I built into my coaching program. We are not just here to make a living. We are meant to be living our best life. I want to say that again because you might have missed it. We are not just meant to make a living. We are meant to be living our best life. I want to close out with 3 things in this question. Do you want to truly change your life? Do you really want to change your life? Step 1, realize how you see yourself is how you see the world. Start with the man in the mirror. Number 2, invest in tomorrow through daily actions today. Make those daily deposits today that pay ROI tomorrow. Do things today so that tomorrow will be better. Number 3, understand that what you do on this earth is important. What you build, what you achieve is good. But what you leave behind is 10 times more important. And that's your kids. The skills, the experiences, the wisdom that you leave behind will make a ripple through time, either in a short time frame or one that continues to ripple. Guys, you have the opportunity every single day to change your life. You're listening to this podcast with the idea, hopefully, that you want to change your life. The question I ask is, what are you doing every day to make those actions? Don't just absorb this knowledge. Don't just be a content zombie. Move the needle and go to where you've always wanted to go. I hope this inspired someone today to make today that day that you declared that you are ready to design your legacy. As I said yesterday, this week especially, I'm opening up a few slots on my calendar for some Design Your Legacy calls. Head on over to benkloy.com. Be ready to transform and contrast and create who you want to be in the future so that you can compare it to where you are today. Guys, that's all I have for you this week. It's been a busy week and a lot of hot topics. But as always, I'll be back again with you guys on Monday.